know who needs to hear this, but never accept jewelry from a stranger, especially in the city. I remember that man in New Orleans that was going around trying to rub elbows with people. This experience that I had this weekend reminds me of that. So my girl and I was in the city just chilling. We were at a bar and we met these two girls. My homegirl had went to college with one of the girls that was at the bar. She was there with her stepsister and we all just hit it off. The bar was trash, so we all decided let's just go find somewhere nice to sit outside and enjoy the weather. So we find this place on Canal Street. It's basically where there's a lot of those vendors. They sell knockoff purses, sunglasses, etc. Me and the girls, we sat there for a couple of hours talking about spirituality, talking about everything. Most of the vendors ended up leaving during that time. There was this one guy that stuck around. He would like pace up and down the block, but like we're not really thinking much of it. So we're getting ready to wrap it up and head out when this guy walks up to us, looks at my friend. We're gonna call her Lizzo. He looks at Lizzo. No hi, no compliment, no intro. He just looks at her dead in the eye and says, "I have a gift for you." In his hands, he was holding this bracelet. He opens the bracelet, and the second he does that, it's like time just slowed down. It's like I was suddenly stuck in a dream. Everything seems loopy. And without thinking deep into it, she holds out her wrist, and he puts the bracelet on her. The whole time, y'all, my chest is tight. I can't breathe. This feels wrong. I can't put my finger on it, but I know something about this is off. At this point, this man had walked off like nothing happened. Again, doesn't even ask her for a number, nothing. Gave her this bracelet and walked away. My friend is looking at this bracelet all smiley and shit. She's like, "Oh, that was so sweet." Now, Lizzo is beautiful. The whole day we were hanging out, let me tell you, that girl had suitors, okay? I didn't want to seem jealous, but something told me this isn't normal. So I whispered, I said this under my breath. She's looking at it like, ooh, and I go, ooh, girl, take it off. I'm not sure in that moment if she heard me. One of the girls that we ran to at the bar, she's indigenous, and she was sitting right next to Lizzo. So she's like, oh, let me see. So Lizzo turns to her to show her the bracelet. And the minute this girl saw the bracelet, she looked at it and the bitch froze. And then she goes, oh no, I don't like this. And immediately starts freaking out because this reminds her of what happened to her in New Orleans with a similar situation, and she almost died. And in that moment, I knew it wasn't just me, so I said louder, "You need to take that off." Without hesitation, homegirl takes off the bracelet. Now the thing is, everything happened so fast. The total time that she had on that bracelet had to be 30 seconds to a minute. Well, she took off the bracelet, and that's when her wrist starts burning. The exact placement where she clasped the necklace off were red bruises and what looked like welts starting to form. This story, unfortunately, does not end here as we were haunted in the city. If you want to hear how this horrifying story escalated, leave a comment for part 2. And make sure you're following me for more spooky content. If you're wondering about the mask on my face, it is the Biodance mask. Reading is fundamental. I was supposed to do this overnight, but it's supposed to dry clear in 3 hours. And it's starting to dry on the side. But you know what? I had to come out and do a story for y'all looking like this. Like I say in every single video, I